future astronaut Per Wimmer joins us now from London. Per, good to have you on the show. For the better part of the last decade, the only launching capability that we have had was basically through the Russian space program. Do you think that the cooperation with sort of private companies has sort of helped us sort of diversify who we send up there?
I think it's more general in terms of society that there is a general diversity drive. You see it across the corporate world or government world. You know, we need to see a more diverse mix of things. Take a look at the current U.S. administration under Biden. It's a very diverse. So I think it's more societal as such. But obviously, it is encouraging and helpful to see that there are now better access to space, so that you don't just have to rely on the Soyuz rocket, courtesy of the Russians, but you now also have successful launches by SpaceX, and therefore also a whole new era of private space travel as well as public space travel. So we will have more people up there, and hopefully also a lot more women and also handicapped. I think it's an excellent mission that ESA has set out here.
Okay, we introduced you as a future astronaut. When are you scheduled to go up?
Well, I hope to be in space within the next 18 months.
Okay, great. Right now we're in the middle of a fantastic new era of space interest and exploration. I mean, the moon all of a sudden is back in the headlines. Mars obviously continues to dominate them. Do you think that this sort of recruitment strategy by the European Space Agency is one way to stay relevant?
For sure. I mean, it's a natural thing because some of the current astronauts get older and therefore need to retire. And let's face it, it's not every day there's a recruitment drive by ESA. Last time was in 2008, where ESA received more than 10,000 applications. So it's by no means an easy thing to get involved in. And in order to qualify, you have to have degrees in natural sciences, medicine, engineering, or other such relevant sciences. At the end of it, they will select 4 astronauts. So it's a very tight selection process. And then they'll have another 20 in reserve that they can call upon should there be more launches to space, which is quite likely given what we just talked about with SpaceX and other private providers.
You're going up in the next 18 months. The European Space Agency, the head of talent acquisition there, said that the candidates need to be mentally prepared for this process. Tell us, what exactly goes into the preparation of becoming an astronaut?
First and foremost, in this case for ESA, you need to have the right professional and academic qualifications. The areas I mentioned with engineering, mathematics, computer sciences, and such like. So, secondly, you need to have your medical certificate in order. You need to be in decent physical health and mental health as well, because it's quite straining. You do go through some hard exercises, both mental and physical. And then in addition to the hard criteria, I would also argue that you probably need to be a pretty nice person, nice guy, nice girl, and somebody you can get along with, because just like corporates would recruit according to the flight test, can you sit next to this person for 6 hours on a flight to New York, for instance? Same for astronauts. You're stuck with these people for days and days and weeks. So there is also a soft side to this. And then it doesn't hurt if you're a female and you're handicapped, because you will certainly be prioritized in terms of the recruitment drive here.
Yeah, I'm wondering, out of the 500 plus astronauts that have gone up, only 60 of them women, certainly a statistic that we should not be very proud of. But in terms of people with disabilities, has anybody been up there?
Not yet, as far as I'm aware. So this would definitely be a first, and it's great to see ESA is promoting it. Obviously, it comes with challenges. I don't think if they were to select a handicapped person, I don't think that person would go into the top 4. So they most likely will be put on the reserve program, ready whenever there's a mission that allows for it. But it is useful, and it's also interesting to see how we fare in space with the challenges that we have. But as one of the ESA astronauts famously said, ultimately, we're all sort of disabled people when we go into space, because it is such a vast space. It's such a different experience to what we are used to on planet Earth. So one way or another, we're all a little bit disabled when we go to space.
All right. Fantastic news, and good luck with everything, Per. Thanks for joining us.